guys, welcome back to my channel, and today let's talk about Unsettled Ground by Claire Fuller. So the reason why this video is being filmed right now is because I totally forgot that I had not reviewed Unsettled Ground for YouTube. Although I had finished this book a long time back, originally when the shortlist was supposed to be, originally when the winner was supposed to be announced, and currently the winner is going to be announced on 8th September. So I thought better late than never. I have videos made for all the Women's Prize shortlisted books. They are down in the description box below if you want to check it out. And this was the only one pending. So what is Unsettled Ground about, right? And should you read it? Like, that's the question. Unsettled Ground is a story about this poor family in rural England. And when I say poor family, the family has a mother and twins, and these twins are nearing 50. The twins are like already 50 and they're still living with their mother. The daughter, she does not work, but the son does odd jobs in order to get food on the table. And then something happens in the family due to which, the twins are orphaned, and that's how like the story progresses. So basically, talking about the book, I was least interested in reading this when this was in the long list. Okay, like this was even my last book from the shortlist because I was least interested in reading the book. But surprisingly, this is a nice entry into the shortlist. This is like very different from the other books in the shortlist, especially because it talks about poverty in a developed country. So, with respect to the good parts about the book, I think the simple writing and the contemporary / literary nature of the book itself is a crown. After the twins are orphaned, and this kind of happens like in the first 10-20 pages itself, by the way. It's kind of a struggle for them to carry on with life, that form of struggle that they face when it comes to money, the financial privilege that they are supposed to have is not there for them. And then it becomes this whole scenario of the twins trying to do something in an independent format, like, because they've always lived with their parents and they've never like moved out of their homes for some reason. And it's like 50-year-olds trying to kind of come of age in certain way, like in a certain way they are trying to be like independent, financially stable, and also kind of make arrangements for putting food on the table, because the daughter Jeannie, she's never worked. Julius, he does a lot of odd jobs around town in the city in order to earn a living, but unfortunately none of that like pans out to like stable money, where they're also struggling to buy groceries from the store. So overall it's like a very pleasant read per se, and overall it's a very contemporary literary-ish read that kind of talks about the struggles these twins have to go to in order to sustain life and how people around them are behaving with respect to it. I think like more than the twins, what interested me would be the behavior of our other characters, because they are the people who kind of either create havoc, or they are the people who either just show up in these people's lives for some or the other reason. So, talking about the bad part of the book, to be honest, I don't find anything to be bad in the book. Like, everything in the book is like well paced, it's very nice, it's something that moves smoothly. However, I did not give this book 5 stars. I ended up giving it 4 stars only, because although the story is beautiful, the plot is like well paced, the writing itself is very nice. I just felt like it was lacking something somewhere. And when I mean something, it lacked an element of, I would say, like, I wish I could have gotten more details. And when I mean details, I mean more details on how the system works in England, right? Because there are a lot of times when, the twins want some form of substantial government support to survive, but then something happens, and that kind of aspect with respect to like the physical aspects. Like if you read the book, you kind of understand what I'm trying to put forward. But this aspect with how the system works or how the government works, I thought on some level that could have been portrayed in a better manner. But that's just me nitpicking things, okay? Because what the author has tried to do is like bring out a narrative of poverty, bring out a narrative of you know 50-year-olds staying still with their mother, and it's very interesting to read the entire book and also the audiobook, because I listened to the audiobook on Audible, and it was very very nice as well. And yeah, like I said, I rated this 4 stars because it was a nice contemporary literary read. And although like I didn't dislike anything specifically, I liked a lot of aspects of it. However, it still remained at 4 stars simply because of the story, the plot, and the narrative. So yeah, that's it. That's it actually. Because the more I talk about this book, the more I feel that I will give you spoilers, and I don't want to do that. But the question is, should you read this book or not? I think if you're a fan of literary and contemporary work in general, then this is something that you will absolutely love. And I do think that this is a very surprising contender for the Women's Prize. And I will be making a Women's Prize winner prediction video next week. So do stay tuned for that. Like when I say next week, yeah, it should be up before 8th September for sure. And that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you watching till the very end, and I will see you on my next video, which supposedly should be the Women's Prize predictions. Thanks so much. Bye.